Articles blown up this morning with the Detroit Lions looking to acquire talent on pass rush, and one of the names that flow up all today for the Lions community is Maxx Crosby. So in this video, we're going to break down, should the Detroit Lions trade for Maxx Crosby, what would it be? Also, there's another player out there, Budda Baker, who potentially could get traded, and the Lions are linked to him. There's other players as well. This is trade rumors, articles galore this morning for the Detroit Lions. So before we get started, what pass rusher would you trade for? Name a player in the comments below. Let's get it started. If you're a fan of the Lions, you're going to want to subscribe to the channel because that's what this is all about. It's all about Detroit Lions. Lions Talk by Chat Sports, 24/7, Lions, Lions, Lions. If you're a Lions fan, hit that sub button. Let's get into today's video right now. And again, I woke up this morning with articles galore about the Detroit Lions should go all in to get Maxx Crosby before the NFL trade deadline. And boy, oh boy, it would be a blockbuster trade if the Lions were to do this. As you know, Marcus Davenport did go down for the year. He was a player who I really didn't expect at all to be on this team in a big way. You know, I just didn't expect it, his health issues. So the Lions need a pass rusher, and one of the guys that keeps getting named, and he's a fan favorite, everybody loves the man, is Maxx Crosby. Would the Lions make a move to get Maxx Crosby? Should the Lions make a move to get Maxx Crosby? That is questions that we are going to be talking about here, and it's important because we do, in my opinion, have an opportunity right now to go to a Super Bowl this year. And if you were to get Maxx Crosby, that significantly goes up with the odds of the Lions getting to a Super Bowl. So question for you, would you trade multiple first-round picks to get Maxx Crosby? Type A if you would accept, D if you would decline. Why? Because it's going to take multiple first-round picks and more probably to get the 27-year-old pass rusher who has been phenomenal throughout his career. And he's dealing with an ankle right now, but we all know, we've watched him play. He, in my opinion, is a top 3 pass rusher in the NFL. Not even close. This guy is a certified stud, okay? He is a G. This guy's getting it done. We know what he can do on the table. We know that. So John Maakaron says, should the Lions do this? Well, let's hear what my man Maxx Crosby says about returning and about what it would be. He says, I'm getting better, a lot better. I'm starting to feel like myself, and it's been a tough year for me mentally because I'm used to playing every single rep, playing every single game, being out there with the practice of the guys. Crosby said, let's go. I'm captain, I'm a leader, and being in front. He's dealing with an ankle. He hasn't been at practice all the time, but you can see right there when he speaks. He wants to be at a practice every single time. He wants to be with his players every single time. He doesn't want to let his coaches down. That is exactly the type of player the Lions are looking for, right? We're looking for football players. We're looking for guys who love football, that love their teammates, that do everything they can to get him on the team. Before we talk about should the Lions do this, picture this. Aiden Hutchinson on one end, and Lee McNeil, DJ Reader, Levi Wuzurike going in and out for the interior. Maxx Crosby on the other end. If the Detroit Lions were to do this, the Lions, in my opinion, would be the nastiest and most ruthless team on the defensive line in football. Our defensive line would be better than our offensive line. That's how good it would be. How do you win in the NFL? You simply win by the line of scrimmage. And if you were to have Maxx Crosby, could you imagine quarterbacks in the NFC North? You got to worry. Sam Darnold would be freaking out. Jordan Love is looking for the next injury. Caleb Williams would be thinking he is in, I don't know, Love Bubble World in a video game or something wearing pink. And he'd be running. The Lions' defensive line would be ridiculous. Ridiculous. with Maxx Crosby. It would be outstanding. I think the Lions, because his contract comes up until 2027, the Lions can get it done. They have the cap right now to do it. They have the cap next year. They would have the cap to be able to get Aiden Hutchinson on a contract when they want to do it, even with Maxx Crosby. Look, $30 million this year, 28 and 24. That is 100% workable. It gets easier as it goes down. See, the Lions, they got hella cap space next year. So we can deal with this. We are good. The Lions could get Aiden Hutchinson under contract. Now, I don't know about Ali McNeil. That could be an issue where he potentially could get gone in free agency if you got Maxx Crosby after this year. But holy God, you'd have the best pass rush tandem in the NFL. I think it would put the Lions into a dynasty for 3 years. I think the Lions would probably be favored to win the NFC for the next 3 years if they were to make this move. Crosby and Hutchinson would be ruthless on this team. So after me talking to you about this, I'm going to ask you a question again. Would you trade multiple first-round picks for Maxx Crosby? Type A if you would accept, D if you would decline. I'm going to give you my thoughts. Would I do this move? Yes, I would do this move. Why is that? I understand you're kind of mortgaging the future with first-round picks, but do you think that there's going to be somebody out there better than Maxx Crosby? If you were to send, say, 2 first-round picks, I don't know, and a third-round pick, or just 2 first-round picks, we're going to have late first-round picks anyways. We're team's good, okay? So you're not going to get somebody of his ability as pass rush, at least for one player. You're just not going to do that. I think it's worth it. I think it would send the Lions to the Super Bowl. And we have an opportunity right now to win it all, something that we've never done before. And you got the Vikings right now are 4-0. You big in Maxx Crosby, that is something everybody would have to pay attention to. It would be ridiculous. And I am for the move if they can get it done. Will they? I don't know. I don't know if I have no idea if the Raiders would do this. Their organization, they need to rebuild. All I know is you got to make a phone call on it. You have to. Let me talk to you about the sponsor of today's video, and that is GameTime. They're the fastest and easiest way to buy tickets in your area, whether that's sport events, concerts, comedy shows, or whatever. Their lowest price is guaranteed. That's the GameTime guaranteed. And if you want to go to a sport event, say you want to go to Ford Field, because experience in a game is much, much better at the arena than it is on your couch, you can find GameTime picks, and it's a brand new feature from my friends from GameTime, which filters out the fluff to show you the incredible deals and great seats. You don't have to waste any more time searching for thousands of sites to get the greatest deals on tickets. The way you use GameTime picks is this. You go into the GameTime app and you find it, the game event that you want to go to. The app then will look this up in a 3D view. Select the GameTime picks button on top of the screen and it automatically does the research for you. And it filters out tickets in the database to give you the best deals and the best seats so you don't have hours of bunch of different ticketing sites trying to find the best tickets. You can get exclusive flash deals on tickets for football, baseball, basketball, concerts, and more. And in the middle screenshot, by the way, I think it's a fantastic feature of the app. It shows you where your seat is. And if you move your phone left or right, you can see the surrounding area like a 3D live photo. Also, all pricing is right there for you. So you're not going to get no hidden fees at checkout. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with GameTime today. How do you do it? You download GameTime, plug in Chat Sports, and you're going to get $20 off your very first purchase. Again, go to the redeem code section, plug in Chat Sports. You're going to get $20 off your first purchase. Terms to apply. You got to create an account. You got to have an email to save that money. The link is going to be in the comment section and description of this video. So if you're buying Lions tickets this year, make sure you're using GameTime. Download GameTime today. Last minute tickets and lowest prices guaranteed. Now, there's other players, too, that the Lions are involved in potentially trade. Before we do that, I'm going to throw my glasses on. My eyes are hurting a little bit. I had to take it off, but put it back on here. Another player that they're talking about is Budda Baker, the safety from the Arizona Cardinals, whom we just faced. Now, Budda Baker is an outstanding safety. He's one of the best. He's older. He's long in the tooth. But if you were to add him to this safety with Kirby Joseph, Brian Branch, Melifonwu has been injured, it would be outstanding. Now, I think that if they added him, I would be happy. I don't think they need to, though. I think we have the best safety tandem in the NFL right now. You do. You got Kirby Joseph, Brian Branch. And yeah, if he is injured, but he'll be back at some point. We already got the best safety. So I don't think the Lions need to do a move like this. If they did it, I'm not going to be upset. Depending on the draft capital you'd have to give up, I don't think it would be much because he is older. He would make the team better. So question for you, would you trade for Budda Baker? Why for yes and for no? Let me know your thoughts. Hassan Reddick is another player the Lions could trade for. I've been talking about him endlessly, so I don't need to do it anymore. But I think, every article out here is right this. Could the Lions help get Maxx Crosby? They're everywhere. They're everywhere. So I think that if you're to make a trade, it's got to be pass rusher, in my opinion. Dallas Cowboys, they could be without 3 key players for the game when we face them. Brandon Cooks, he's probably going to be out. Micah Parsons, he's out. And DeMarcus Lawrence is out. The Lions should be heavily favored in this game when we face the Dallas Cowboys. We should trounce them. We should go to 4-1 at this point. They are hurting. We are not. That's great news right there from the Lions front. But this video is primarily about trade rumors. I don't know. I doubt that they trade for Maxx Crosby. I'm going to give you my 100% thoughts on this. I want them to do it so bad. So bad. I doubt it. I don't want to get my hopes up, but I would approve this trade 100%. So let me know your thoughts on this trade. Would you do it? Give me your thoughts in the comments.